Hey, welcome to another episode of Loving Black with Tory and Terry. We hope you guys having a great weekend.
Yes, this is my favorite day. Happy Friday. Absolutely. And I hope you had a fabulous week. We're here, honey.
That's
this
right,
new,
that's right.
Oh my God. We are doing our own thing now. And it's fun.
It is.
It's the leap of faith. It's the year of the leap of faith.
We're in the high rise today.
Today and forevermore. Absolutely. But you know what? I'm excited because of our guest this evening. We got a lot of stuff. So just,
we do.
you want to start unpacking it? You go. How about you go?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, anyway, we told you guys that the other night on the radio show that we are honoring Black History Month this year. Not this year, I'm sorry, but this month. But I just want you guys to know that Black History Month is 365.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to be doing some highlighting of some locals this year. Last year, I think we just we got some celebrities and all for Black History Month. But this time, we're going to do some local artists, some poets, and maybe even some actors. So stay tuned and watch out for that.
Absolutely. You know, it's a time to really sow and to just reflect.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that we're able to pull on, our brothers and sisters that are near and far, because you have the cliche, nothing against it. Of course, we love the fact that they've served, but your Rosa Parks and stuff, we want to just, kind of open it up and just bless some people and let them just really come up the rise. I mean, we all rising together, so it's time to rise. That whole thing, when you go low, we go high. It's time to rise. So
that's right.
We're living in this rise.
So we're keeping
forward.
everything in mind. Tuesday night on our radio show, we got my boy Tory coming in. It's going to be Tory and Tory in the house.
So it's really, you think that people get confused with us, with the Tory Teri. So I'm just going to say it. He's the Tory. He's the I'm Miss Terry. Think of it like that. But I'm just going to say it. But this is the thing. On our show, we're going to have Tory, like he said. So it's going to be the two Torys, the two O's, and then myself, Miss Terry. I cannot wait to get in with the guys. I get to go behind the scenes for us women. I'm going in, y'all. I'm going in with the guys. So yeah.
So we mentioned that we're going to have some locals honoring them for Black History Month, and tonight we have two locals that are, even though we just met them recently, they're close to our heart already.
Oh my God, very much so. And iron sharpens iron, and they're a beautiful couple. They have a beautiful love story they're going to share with us. But they're just, people use the term power couple. They're dynamic.
They are.
They're dynamic, and they're highly favored, and that's the favored couple. I like that. I like that because power couple can get to be another, cliche, but they're a highly favored, powered couple, and they're going to be with us just momentarily. They're here in the studio tonight.
So, as I always say, hey, put the kiddies to bed because it might get a little raunchy here tonight.
It's gonna. I'm already setting it up, y'all. I'm setting it up. We got our love in the box, and I've got my favorite beverage for the evening.
Yeah.
And I got my fan because, I get hot sometimes because it gets hot in here.
I know, right? And I just got one more thing before we break for commercial. We get a lot of letters that come in, but we also get messages that say, hey, how can I be on your show, or how can I get my letter read on your show?
Yeah.
All you got to do is just email us. So to come on the show, email us, let us know a little bit about yourself and all, and we'll squeeze you in on that part. But for the letters, all you have to do is come in and say, hey, I have this letter, and just go into it, and we'll decipher it and everything, and we'll put it on the show for you.
Yeah, let us know why you want to come on Love and Black. We'd like to hear from you as well. So, we read every one of them, so don't be shy. It's shy. Okay. They're anonymous. If you've watched our shows before, you know that they're anonymous. We don't rat you out. But yeah, definitely write us. We want to hear from you.
She said rat you out?
I did.
We're going to talk about that after we come back from commercial. We'll see you guys in a minute.
We'll be right back. Don't go away. Hey, put your hands together for our guest this evening, Camille Kimmett and his lovely wife, Sharon Griffin Kimmett. Come on, y'all! Woo-hoo! Welcome to Love and Black! So glad you guys are here this evening. This is so exciting. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment, so I'm so glad you guys are here. You guys are good? Awesome. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
So you guys want to tell our guests who you are and what you do?
Yes, my name is Sharon K. Griffin Kimmett, and I have to say Kimmett because my husband gets upset.
Watch out.
That's
And I'm
right.
just an
Claim your woman.
author.
Claim her.
I'm an author, speaker, and personal development life coach.
Wow,
Yes.
that's a lot. How do you have time for all of that?
It's a blessed lady.
I have this man right here that just go ahead, baby, and get it.
Uh-oh.
So I'm
There you
good
go.
with that.
Behind
Teamwork
every-
makes the dream work, right?
Yes,
Right.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely.
Behind every good woman is a good man, and behind every strong man, behind every good man is a strong woman. That's right.
Yes,
It's
I
a
have to
team.
agree.
It's a team
It is a
effort.
team,
Mhm,
and I
absolutely.
thank God for that.
Good, good. What do you do, Kamal?
What do? I'm in the airline industry. I'm a mechanic.
Okay.
Fix
Airlines?
Yeah, you don't do
United
yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I flew for
He
United
wants me to
years
retire
ago.
him,
Okay.
and I am soon. I am.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
That was a
cool.
shout out to United. Contact us. I'm just saying sponsorship.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do a hashtag on that one.
There you go. There
Yep.
you go.
So, I heard about you guys' story, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. You got your book here, and I know, right? So we're excited about the book and everything. So we're just going to chop it up for a little bit, okay?
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
excited.
we're-
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you. I'm just loving the black. I'm loving the black.
Well, we all have on black.
Oh my
we-
God. Love and black. Yes,
Yes,
that's
yes.
exactly what you see before
That's
you.
it.
Love and black.
Yep.
You guys, you guys are just killing it. You're the love. I can see the love radiating. The light on you
Thank
is
you.
just spectacular.
It was the sex this morning.
Okay, well, that'll do it. That will do it, right? Hashtag
Morning
sex
sex.
in the morning. Yes, morning sex. Yes, what a way to start the day. Beats the vitamin C, that's
Yes.
for sure.
I haven't even eaten yet.
Welcome to the
Happy,
club.
happy, joy, joy.
Thank you.
All
Happy,
right.
happy, joy, joy.
Yep. You going to do your little game?
Yeah, we're going to do rapid fire. Okay, so this is the thing, you guys. I'm going to do a rapid fire with you. I want you guys to respond as best you can and just kind of in sync. I'm hoping that you guys can answer around the same time, okay?
Yeah.
But you don't have to have the same answers.
Okay.
Okay, but it's a lot of fun. So we usually do this, and we'll just start off. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Who that
Apple or Android?
Android.
Android.
Summer or fall?
Summer.
Fall.
Okay. Hats or scarves?
Hats.
Scarf.
Okay. Cherries or bananas?
Cherries on my legs.
Cherries.
Well, hold on. What?
No, we'll come back. You always do this with my rapid fire. This is mine.
I'm just like, do you
Leather
put the
or
cherry on
suede?
the lid?
Leather or suede?
Leather.
Okay.
Leather.
Whips.
Okay. Vegan or soul food?
Vegan.
Soul food.
Vegan.
Whips. Okay, we're coming back to that.
Okay.
So what was it, vegan or soul food?
Soul food.
Vegan.
I love this.
I'm hanging with her.
And there's vegan soul food, but we'll also talk about
Okay.
Beyonce or Cardi B?
Cardi B.
Beyonce.
Oh, I
Now
love
I'm back
this.
to
I
him
love
now.
this. It's a yin and a yang thing. I love it. I love it. Give it up for him. I love it. Oh my God, I love this.
Hold on. Did y'all agree on?
Rapid fire is my
Did you
favorite.
guys agree on anything?
No.
No.
That's what's so amazing. Because you know what? You don't agree on it, but you agree to just disagree and be cool with where you are in your space together.
Yeah, and we respect each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
exactly. It would be boring
I
if it
know,
was just
right?
match all the way down the line. Who wants to be married to themselves?
Not me. I'm too much
Enlighten
fire.
me, right? Enlighten me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love it. I love it.
So she's fire. Which element are you?
He's cool. He's chill element.
He is.
He is. Look at
I'm
him.
fire, but
He's so cool.
I'm the
You.
blue cool part of it.
But you know what?
Oh,
There was
okay.
this term back in the day that was, it was snowball in the summertime. That is you.
Right.
Okay. Amen.
Snowball in the
Snowball in the hashtag snowball in the
summer. Just
summertime.
melting away.
Now, if
Right?
you don't know, now you know.
You
Okay.
melt my
Slow
fire.
Let him
melt.
know. Let him know.
Slow melt. Anyway, hey, we told everyone how you guys are this dynamic couple, but tell us your love story. How did that
Oh my
happen?
God, you guys,
Because
their
it's
story.
kind of unique.
His version of mine.
A
Both.
blend.
Okay.
Because we want both of your versions.
Okay.
So, ladies
go
first.
Let her go first.
Okay, so I was in the Dominican Republic for 5 weeks for a self-care retreat, just about me.
Oh,
He was there for 4 days because his wife had transitioned about 4 months prior. So he was there to sleep with the prostitutes, right?
What?
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's
Hello.
where all the men come.
They
sleep
call
with the
them
Are you
prostitutes.
listening?
Yeah,
Listen
it's
up.
a sewer, right? So he was there for that, and we actually met my 5th week, his 2nd day. We happened to be standing next to each other in the club, and he said, "You're not from here, are you?" And I said, "No."
Oh, you're not one of those chicas, are you?
I wasn't a chica, no. And I said, "How'd you know?" He said, "You don't have that long, flowy hair like the rest of the women." And I said, "Right."
Weave, yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So we.
Wait, was your hair like it is now?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
had this for a very long time. So
You work it too, Mama. You work it. We cannot
thank
glaze
you.
over that.
Yes,
She works
yes.
it, okay?
thank you so much.
Beautiful.
And confident.
Thank you.
Yes.
So
It's a
anyway, I don't know how we got on birthdays, but we both pulled out our IDs and we shared the same birthday.
Oh, you
Wow.
guys.
Yeah, July
Wow.
26th. Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
thank you.
Oh
And
my
then-
God, you guys are Leo?
Yes.
No wonder I love you.
Yeah.
Same
Okay.
year?
Thank
hey.
you. Oh,
No.
hell no.
Oh, I asked her, was it the
No,
same
I'm
year?
a lot, I'm a
Oh,
lot
you're
younger.
just in it.
You're a lot
no, we
younger?
don't do
Okay.
that. No, we don't do that with women. No.
No, it's okay.
I didn't
50.
ask a date. I just said.
I hear you
I'm
being
50 and he's 64.
Oh, you
And
guys.
it just worked well
Man,
because
I am
Such
older
a
than
black
everybody
don't
that
crack,
ever come on the
sexy,
show.
sexified.
I
Okay,
am
that's a new
always
word. I
older
made
than
up a word. I'm
everyone.
good for that. Hashtag sexified. Okay, that's them. Sexified. Okay.
So I love his energy. But anyway, he stood me up the next day, right? We were supposed to go out.
Uh-oh.
And I was going horseback riding. I had already paid for mine. And I said, "Won't you come?" And he was like, "Okay." And we were supposed to meet. And I get a text. And he said, "I'm not coming. I'm going out with my friend." So I said, "Okay, no more black men."
Uh-oh.
That's honest.
Hello.
Like, I was already there, but he just, like, solidified it.
So you
for
just
me.
here
became
for
an equal
self-care
opportunity.
anyway.
At that moment, you called yourself an equal opportunity dater. Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
well,
Okay.
I've always been.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I think you should be.
But
People, it's about people. It's
You're
people are
right.
people.
but I was more of that when he stood me up. So anyway, he said, "Contact me when you get back from horseback riding." And I don't know why I did. And I did, and he invited me to the beach for dinner, and we had dinner, and we've been together since. But
No. Do not glaze over. Girl, dinner on the beach in the Dominican Republic?
yeah,
Don't play with
but
me.
wait a minute. It wasn't like some old romantic, because that's what he wants you to think. It was just at the little shack.
Actually, I was
Okay, it was
getting
at
ready
the
to
little
cover
shack.
for
Beach? Did
him.
you see the beach?
It was
Was
on
the door
the
open?
it was right there, but
he
it
was on
wasn't
the
nothing
beach.
romantic that he planned.
Okay, so
Well,
you
hold
guys
on.
are
Okay.
politically
Planning.
correct.
Okay.
I was getting ready to cover for you. I was getting ready to say I was saying that I was going with a friend, but I was actually setting this up. So
He doesn't think like that,
He
okay?
doesn't?
No.
come on, man.
So,
I can't.
so anyway,
Well, I didn't know her, so
Were you having so Camille, were you having second thoughts? What was the bubble above your head? What did it say? I mean, you think of animation. What was the bubble, the comics? What was the bubble above your head? What did it say?
I didn't want the sister to think I was chasing after her.
Oh, that's
That's what-
respectable.
Yeah, that's
respectable.
So you were just like, okay, let me
she won't care
reset.
about
Okay,
respect,
I
right?
feel
That
her.
doesn't have
She's
anything.
looking good.
Right.
She's touching. All the buttons are going off.
Yeah.
But let me just regroup. Like, man, get a hold of yourself. Was it that kind of a button thing that was, the bubble that was going, like,
Yes,
come on, chill out.
yes,
for a minute.
exactly.
really?
Yeah, I said
You were there to sleep with the chicas. Like,
But it was
Well, hold
different.
on.
That's no,
So,
you know how this
I had this
works.
thing when I was single that
Tell 'em, honey.
if I went out on the first date and we smashed or whatever, I don't care how much I liked her before. I just wasn't feeling it after that. So
After
maybe he was thinking, okay, if something happened, I really like her, but let me just hold off.
Give this a
little bit.
chance. Yeah.
but that's too many games to play. Like, we old.
But
Like,
I'm
y'all
telling you,
ain't
but the
old.
psyche. What
It's
he
a-
was talking about was his psyche.
Yeah.
see, I don't have time for
But
that.
this man had just, he
I
was
don't
coming
care.
out of the transition of, so he had to regroup too. Like, don't
I
get
think he
be
was sowing
anxious
his
for
oats.
nothing.
I think he was sowing
He
his
was.
oats.
He was
And that's
like,
okay.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
always ask him, did he get any? He always tells me no. But anyway, so.
he was smitten with you though.
come
It
all
wasn't
the way
even
over
that.
here.
No, because
Hey.
the next day, I did stay with him at his villa.
Oh,
And-
after the dinner at the shack.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
I did stay with them, and I allowed him to play with bees.
Oh.
But I didn't give him none.
Hashtag these. Hashtag these.
Hold on. I forgot to say, please put your kiddies to bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is a nighttime show. We must put a
You
disclaimer.
might have to bleep that.
Yeah. No, we have to believe that. That's not a bad word. These are fine.
a
Babies
these.
learn very early
I'm
what
kidding.
these are.
I'm kidding.
Right. You know. But he wanted it bad, but I have a rule.
Yeah.
the men that are like marriage material, you don't sleep with, but the passerbys, you could give them a little. Because, you sending them on their way.
We were talking about doing, we're going to talk. We're going to talk off
I would
set.
love that.
But we've been saying that we were going to, and I know I digress a little bit, but the more that we just experience each other, we're just so like-minded. So,
love it.
high five from over here.
You don't think like that, do you?
No, well, I mean, there was a
I
time.
ain't getting nothing.
There was a time where it was like, okay, special is special. But we remember, and I've said this before on other shows, you guys. I'm going to say it again, and I want you to hashtag this because I mean it. We're the choosers. So we choosing. You guys ask us. We choose. Will you go out with me? Will you check this box when you slide notes in school?
We're the gatherer
We
hunters.
are the ones that are choosing.
I agree. And I just think that our situation was perfect for us.
Absolutely.
So whether we slept together the first night or 3 months later, which it was 3 months later, and it had nothing to do with Steve Harvey and that role.
No. Nothing against Steve.
But he had to prove himself to me.
Exactly.
And that's what Steve was endorsing. I believe that's
You
what
didn't tell
Steve
him
was
about
endorsing.
the going out and the dancing and me.
Did you guys go dancing?
Oh,
over there?
yes. So
When I met her, the same night we met. Right.
The same night we met. Go ahead, baby. You tell him.
Well, we went to, was it that club or another
We
club?
went upstairs.
Okay.
What was upstairs? Tell us what
A
was
It was a
dance
upstairs.
dance
club.
hall upstairs.
It was
Okay.
a dance hall.
Yeah.
Can you
on
describe
3-level
it?
clubs?
Yeah.
Two.
2 levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I actually had one of the chicas just hitting on me.
Don't tell it.
She was just actually, coming for me. And so I asked her to dance. And it was so packed in there, there's really no place to leave your purse because we didn't know anybody. I actually had a friend, son was there, and we ran into him. But I would want him to hold her purse because he didn't know her and she didn't know him.
Sure.
So I held her purse and she thought that was so
Yeah, I thought that
special.
was special. I
Was
was
y'all
like, he's a
cha-cha?
keeper. No, I
So
wanted
you
to
held her
throw
purse,
it
but
back
you was-
on
you
him.
was kinda-
So hold on.
So
Hold on. You're not the guy that be in the shoe store with your wife holding her bag, sitting down.
He is.
Wait,
He
he's the
is.
one with the
Yeah.
basket.
Come on, man. You
with
might
my
have to hang
purse
out
in
with me
it.
for a
Don't-
minute.
don't-
He is. He's not going to
Because you're the one
change.
pushing the basket with my purse in it as I
I'll
walk all
push
over
the
the store.
basket. I'm not gonna sit there and hold
jelly
the purse.
or bread. Don't
I
play.
I don't want to be that guy.
Why?
You're the guy.
I'm not that
These
guy.
rings
Brother,
make us
you're
that
holding
guy
that money.
and gal. You are your woman's keeper. I'll leave it there.
you
Anyway,
holding that money.
So about the dancing part, like we are so different. He wants to do Chicago stepping, and I just want to throw it back at him.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, honey, you just gotta get up on the ass. And he's like, I don't do that. And I'm like, come on, please. That's all you do. Just stand there, and I'll do the rest.
We on vacation.
No, anywhere.
hand behind
I'm
your
like,
head and
anywhere.
just stand there.
Right. That's it. Just rock with it, baby.
But see, I'm old school.
Yeah.
You're a gentleman dancer.
Yeah.
He's a gentleman dancer.
Right.
Like he
right.
says, yes, dear, right? And when we initially met, I said, what the fuck is that, dear? Oops, sorry. I was like,
We'll believe it.
dear.
This is
Dear
reality
what?
TV.
Like, dear, I'm not like.
What did you want him
leave
to
it
call you?
Cleaver.
Did you tell him at the beginning, like, I want you to call me
Well,
this?
you know what? No one's ever called me anything but my name. But now I love yes, dear.
That's good. That's a good term of endearment.
I do.
So hold on.
I know, we're all over the place. I
What
love
were
it, though.
you thinking? Like, okay, this woman from the States, what is she doing? Is she here sowing her oats, or I mean, what were you thinking? Because
It's a guy thing, you guys.
I don't recall
a guy thing.
meeting women that just like
And-
push
and-
up like that.
She was there, and all the men, because all the men knew her.
Oh, you've been there before.
That was my
been there
first
before.
time, but
Oh.
I was there for
You
5
making friends?
weeks.
Okay,
And-
right. You making
And the
friends.
guys come, because that's what the guys go there for. I mean, that's the first time that I've been on an airplane predominantly black, mostly all males,
Soul
now heading
Plane.
to the
It
DR.
was Soul
and headed
Plane.
to the DR.
Really. I said, where
And
the hell am I
then
going?
that's, everybody's, what is she doing here?
I was meeting all the men and just
And I
enjoying myself.
actually asked two of the guys, about her.
What'd you ask him?
Yeah, well, I asked.
I'm invasive. What'd you
Was
ask?
she dating or who was she with?
I never
What's she
knew that
doing?
until
Oh, yeah.
today.
Yeah, I know. See how things
And
come
then
out
it
on
was
Love and
another-
That's why you
I
don't
love
love
it,
him.
Then it
though.
was
I
one of the
love it.
guys from the DR was trying to hit on her.
Of course
Okay.
they were. Oh, yeah.
Did you back that thing up on him too?
No, actually, I didn't back it up on anybody.
Oh, okay. Except for
you chose them because, like I said, we're the ones choosing, and that's how we are.
Choose,
we watch all y'all flock like pigeons at the park. And then we picked the one that's chilled, and that's what you did. You liked that about him because he was chilled. He was choosing too.
You know what? Over there, it was really about me. It wasn't about the men. I love the energy of the men.
You were self-reflecting.
Yes,
right. I love the energy of the men, and I have to say this: when I was there, God started dealing with me because I got sick for a week with pink eye and the flu. And
while you were there,
yeah. So I was in bed for a week. But God started dealing with me with who I am because I was carrying such a masculine energy that I was treating men like, that's my bitch. Right?
That attitude, yes. And a lot of people have
throw money at you.
Speak to that. Speak to that.
You know, and God just showed me when I was sick. So I would sleep, wake up and pray. Sleep, wake up and pray. Sleep, wake up and pray. And I said, God, this isn't who I am. You need to change me. And it's like in an instant, God did the work. But I knew something was coming because I was talking to a gentleman friend from the States when I was there. And he said, oh, I love the song On the Ocean. And I played that song, and it was saying, my ship has finally come.
Yes, I love that song.
And I was like, God, something's coming. But I didn't know what the something was. Yeah. And this was not this. He was my son.
Your blessing.
Amen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love the humility in that. There's such a lesson. I mean, one of the things that my husband and I say is, you don't know what you don't know.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Exactly.
But we also have to not be afraid to look in our mirror.
Yeah.
You know, and then change what we don't like. And it's nothing wrong with that. So I would encourage any woman or man, look in your mirror. It's okay to change. Absolutely. Change is great.
Absolutely. We should be changing. That's one of the things T.D. Jakes says when somebody said, because of course his rise, we all got to see it, with his tapes. And he said, you changed. He said, I'm supposed to change. Why haven't you?
Exactly.
That's what we're supposed to do is evolve, you all. We're never the same beings.
Yeah.
We're supposed to evolve.
I've been married. This is my 5th marriage, right?
My 4th.
Wow.
So I had to say, okay, I already pointed the fingers. So what's wrong with you, girlfriend? Why do you keep changing these men? Is it the types of men you're picking? Is it something in you that's causing them to leave? What is it?
Did you say changing the man?
Oh yeah, I used to change them like underwear, honey.
Oh, you're talking about going from man to man.
Yeah,
okay, I thought you were talking about actually, changing them.
No. Just changing like a new person.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done with you on board. That type of thing. And I had to finally just sit and realize and take a self-inventory.
Yeah.
Another thing that I do say is that when you run from yourself, wherever you go, there you are. And so that's exactly what that was.
Yes.
You were running from your work and you did your work.
But you know what? At age 40, I started changing. And babe, you can interject at any time, please.
This is y'all's interview.
At age 40, because I was married to a pastor, and I was married 16 years. That's when I started changing, where it became about me. That's when I first took my first drink in front of my mother. And I think after that, it was like, F everybody. It's about me and what I'm going to get out of life. And I try to teach people, including, when we first met, live now.
Let me ask you, was that from a selfish perspective?
It wasn't from a selfish perspective because I'm a giver.
Okay.
And I had been given so long and becoming.
So now it was your turn.
Yeah, I was something that I wasn't. If
you
that
were
makes
empowered.
Sense. I was what everyone else wanted me to be. So I took off everything and I just said, I don't care. Middle fingers up to everybody.
You know what? I want you to say it one more time, because a lot of women do that because of the fact that we are so needed. We are needed in the workplace, depending on what position we hold, even if it's a task that we're not necessarily proud of. We're needed in our families with our children. We're needed as a sister, as a mother, as a wife. We have many roles. As a friend, BFF. And so with that, I don't want to say people pleaser because that sounds really cliche, but you do want to be your best with whoever it is that you're with at that moment for them. True. Because they're your loved ones. And so that's what happens. But rarely do you get an opportunity to just be like, okay, so it's about me today. I'm on the marquee because I need to be for self-help. And so, like, that's what the trip is for. And so you needed to just be able to say, okay, best friend, so I really think you should walk away from that guy. And I've been helping you with those wounds and, glazing over. It's time that I be direct now because it's, the truth shall set you free. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that kind of.
Yeah. And that's true. And, speaking what's unique about us, I'm from a Christian background. He's from the Muslim faith.
Okay.
And what did you say when we first met? What did you tell me I need to do?
Oh. To
cover them
dress,
things. Yes.
Cover up.
He would tell me, you need to cover them things up. And I said, bro, I bought these, right?
These is mine.
Right. Yeah. So I didn't buy them to keep them in. So they're going to be out. I said, but if you feel like you need a woman that's covered, I suggest you go to the mosque and get one. And it's okay, and he decided to stay. And I still wear them out.
Does your faith ever conflict?
No, I go ahead.
I think for me, I grew up in a Christian home.
Okay.
I would say that I converted to Islam. Mm-hmm. And at this point in my life, I'm universal. I don't even, I still do my daily prayers. But
which I love.
Going to the mosque or just certain things I don't do. I'm just universal. Mm-hmm. I don't see the difference between Christianity, Islam, or Judaism. It's all the same to me.
Yes. Amen for that. We can't glaze over that. Amen. And when we lead with just love, because that's what we're supposed to do. Yes. That is universal. Mm-hmm. That's what we're trying to, that's the message we want to convey over all.
That's
absolutely.
The spiritual growth.
Yes.
That's what we see now. We don't see ourselves as religious. We see ourselves as
spiritual. Yes, all the time.
It's all about having a relationship with God.
It is.
It's not about, because in the scripture said there should be no divisions amongst you anyway, which means that why all these different.
For me, it's just like in Islam, might get in trouble for saying that.
No, say what you need to say.
Most of the people are following a personality, Muhammad, or even in the Christian. For me, Christianity, Jesus, because in Islam you see Muslims believe in Jesus, but they believe in Jesus as a prophet, and the same. So they put Jesus and Muhammad on their worship. Instead of worship, as you say, the one God.
Exactly.
So that's the growth I see.
Okay. Hey, let me shift gears here a little bit because I figured looking at the time. I'm looking at this book.
Yes.
Right? And normally is people always stop at 99. 99 reasons for this or 99 problems, but ain't one.
Yes.
So what's 134 reasons of why you can't get a man? Or find a man.
Well, 134 134 signifies manifestation and creativity.
Okay.
So that's why 134.
So you're a numerologist as well?
I dive into everything in my spiritual journey, astrology, numerology, it doesn't matter. Like he said, God is universal, and I think God speaks to us through so many different aspects.
Yes, he does.
And I don't think he would have given us those aspects not to use. And I think that when we come from a religious background, we're afraid to communicate about those things because it's taboo or, we've been taught that that's a sin. But I tell people all the time, what's the difference between a psychic, a prophet, and an intuitive person? It's all the same. It just depends what spirit you're coming from. So a prophet in a church could come from a negative spirit as well.
That has a lot to do with what you experienced.
Yes.
Because you've experienced it on a side that none of us have.
I have.
And no disrespect to you, Camille, but I mean that is something to be said.
I have, and I don't judge anyone. We all need something. So when people are devout Christians, it's what they need at that time. Mm-hmm. I needed that. I remember a time when I threw out all my music, my secular music, but I needed that at that time. But now I throw it back. Wow.
I hear you. So
yeah.
Yes.
It's interesting that you say 134 reasons you can't find a man, because we get so many relationship questions and questions about what's wrong with me, or how come I can't find the right person, and this and that. So we actually received a letter today that we're going to get into, but this lady, she wants a good guy, but she keeps turning down all the good guys and keeps going for these
her type.
Right. Yeah. So it may be her type, because spirits attract different spirits and all. So what does this book represent?
A deep dive, self-reflection, looking in your own mirror, and it's a journal where you can write exactly how you're feeling at that moment. I know a few of the millennials who have it. They're like, I can't digest it all at once. And they start to question themselves. Is this me?
Sure.
So I wanted people to look in their own mirrors. And some of it is offensive to people, but I don't care. Yeah. I mean, because if it hurts, then
it's awareness too, though. Yeah,
exactly. Right. It's you. So just dive into it. Don't be afraid of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The truth and the light set you free.
So this is your fourth book?
Fifth.
Oh, fifth. Okay,
yes.
I was one number off.
Wonderful.
It's okay.
Wonderful. Where can they purchase that book?
134reasons.com.
134reasons.com. You got to be curious, because I know I was. That's my copy, by the way. Yeah, but you got to check it out. 134 Reasons You Can't Find a Man, and that's 134reasons.com.
Yeah. So how about we get into the letter? And I think you do something similar on one of your shows, huh?
I don't know what I do. I just be me, however it go. Yeah. If I'm drinking too much, it might be a little,
Let the Spirit take you.
Yeah, let the Spirit take you.
Yes.
Oh, man.
What you got, honey?
So anyway, we received a letter, and normally it's from the actual person, but this one is from a representative. Okay. Dear Tory and Terry, and I don't have my glasses. Dear Tory and Terry, my girlfriend wants to get married so bad, but she turns down so many great guys for no good, worthless bums. She is so smart, but so dumb when it comes to men. She lets these guys run all over her. They ghost her, and then she takes them right back. She gives them money because they give her some stupid story that she falls for every time. Can you guys give her some advice on why she'll never marry going through this routine? I tell her that she'll never get married because she has sucker written all over her.
Ooh.
You want to take it, or you?
I always.
Y'all can tag team. This is what we do. We tag team.
I get a lot of women would always ask me, well, how can I find a nice guy like you?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I ask them, are you a nice one? Because a nice man is looking for a nice woman.
What you want to see.
Right.
I would say that she has to do some inner work where she begins to love herself.
Yeah.
Obviously, even though with all the education, she has low self-esteem somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so she needs to dig deep and find out what the issue is.
And
deal with that.
Yeah. And then it
know
also
who
stems,
you are and whose you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It also stems from our childhoods as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So she may have seen this growing up, where her mother wasn't, I don't know for sure, but her mother probably wasn't married and had a revolving door of guys coming in, and they weren't all there for the kids, obviously.
Right.
So, another thing too that seems to be, I'm seeing it more and more, and that is they didn't have a mentor. Because even with your mother, I mean, I've said it before,
we
my
see
mom.
That from men and women.
Yeah, like my mom was just like total Catholic girl.
Okay.
And so she didn't have that real mentor. She had her mom, but there was other siblings, and that was a different time. You know, her mom was a stay-at-home mom, of course. She's a homemaker, and so she was raising her children, with her husband. But like with me, I had different mentors at different period and times in my life. And so as the woman that you end up there's a lot of wisdom and pearls sewn into that.
Yes.
And you have your brownies and your Girl Scouts or whatever, the time of coming up. But the thing is that once you hit like maturation, my first mentor was at 16. And so if you have various mentors of women that have been married, that have lived life, all of that over the years, and they're sewing into you, then you've got a wealth of knowledge that you can live out and just actually, they'll tell you, watch out for this landmine, watch out for that trap, And so with our women today that are lacking that, they are out here Marco Poloing it. Because they don't know.
It's sad that there's so many resources out here now that people can turn to. So regardless of how you grew up, and people grow up in these dysfunctional homes and they think it's normal because they don't know anything else. Right. But when they look at other people and they look at other relationships, and like you said, how come I can't find a nice guy like you or whatever?
And a lot of envy comes with that too. They don't know how to begin to look for it.
I would also say to the young lady, because she's probably sleeping with these men too. Mm-hmm. How much is your vagina worth?
Yeah.
No,
seriously,
real talk.
Yeah,
like you don't just give it to everything.
Right, you don't give it, and then you don't sell it for cheap.
Mm-hmm. Something about you has to be your prized possession.
He said it like, if I meet you today and I can sleep with you that night, well,
because who else has?
Well, okay, and this is where we disagree, because I think that
it's a known fact for me.
That no, but these days,
woman, she's speaking.
But these days, men can sleep with you today, meet you today, sleep with you, and still marry you. Everyone doesn't have the same values, and just because a woman sleeps with the man on the first date, it doesn't mean she's a hoe. It just means their energy connecting, they were vibing, and they decided to make an adult situation.
That's not the norm
out of that.
But I'm not saying, but for most men, we're going to look at that.
Well, see, you're in a different generation, baby.
No.
And we hate to sound like a double standard, but
it is what it is, and that's another hashtag for you today. It is what it is.
What's up with her and these hashtags?
I just can.
But
go ahead.
I think you're putting bondage or putting people in a box with your ideologies that you grew up with, that some man has taught you. And just like we have daughters. So
when we came back from
the
DR, I went back and forth to Philly every week. Mm-hmm. I'm shooting to Philly to see her.
To see her.
Let's say that. And start a relationship before we slept together.
No, you wanted to sleep together. Don't lie, brother.
No, I wanted. It wasn't the first night, though. It wasn't the first night.
But it wasn't the first night.
It wasn't the first night.
If it had been, it probably would have been different if I had hit it when we was in the DR.
That's not true.
It probably would have been different.
Wait, hold on.
Was that a dice roll? Like maybe this trip. We'll buy this ticket.
No. He just said he was trying to develop a relationship with her.
But he wanted some. He wanted some, but
who doesn't? Who doesn't want any?
I had a pocket full of money. I could have bought some.
And you could
Amen.
have. And
he said that. Give him his. Give him his.
The thing is, again, I felt like I didn't want to sleep with him because passerby men, I would have, all right, let's get this going. We might see each other a few times, we might not. But because I saw value in him.
Yeah. And I think you're a little more free-spirited,
I'm very free-spirited.
Yeah. So you made me more inquisitive, and men like challenges.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We love challenges.
But
if you're going to sleep with me the first night, you ain't a challenge.
Exactly.
But I could have felt the same way about you. Like, all right, I don't need you either, brother. You know what I'm saying? So
it does.
But that's cool because now you know what you got at that moment.
Right.
Exactly. You know, it's not
coming
like
into agreement.
It's not like you just meet someone and then all of a sudden you guys go. I mean, and I admit
because
there are some connections.
We
like
had
that.
We had conversation. We got to know each other. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, and
I was
Absolutely.
married for 30 years, and the Creator decided to take. I said that was my rose. It was a yellow rose, and He decided to bless me with a butterfly. And
that's right.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
She's Madam Butterfly, you guys. Oh my God! So we got to get into that too.
Okay.
People saying to me, "Man, you just got out of wife just passed away, and you know, family and friends, you getting back into a relationship. You need to get out there and
do your thing.
Yeah, I'm still living.
But see, I'm not that kind of. Like you all say, I'm laid back. I'm not that kind of guy.
My partner.
Let
I'm
me
a
tell you.
one-on-one.
My partner, my person.
The
Absolutely.
women would have ate him up. The women of this day, I said, baby, I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. I saved you.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
Oh yeah, because it's a lot. I mean,
yeah,
and this
there's
is not
vultures
just the
out there.
audience.
Young
But
girls
this,
got
I mean,
all
I think the
money.
audience would agree. There's a lot of mess out there. What'd you say, baby? I'm
Say,
sorry.
I mean, you kept me off the street. This was my Proverb 31 right
Oh,
here. Is.
I don't know. Am I a
Is.
Proverbs 31 woman, baby? Ow.
Aaron.
Meow. I know, right?
He ain't answered yet.
He did.
I saw his eyes go
You
like
guys,
this.
I know that we're gonna have to break soon, but I mean, let's give her some advice. We want to just kind of go. Let's give her some advice. Go ahead, you guys. Let's give this woman some advice.
534 reasons and dig deep.
See,
baby.
and that part.
Dig deep.
Yeah.
Dig deep.
Yeah.
Dig deep.
Yeah.
What's up?
Right,
Give me
sister.
Well,
That's right.
She needs to do some self-reflection.
Exactly.
Yeah, and keep them legs closed.
Right.
Ain't nothing open at 3 in the morning but hospitals and legs, right?
But you know
Make
what?
them work for it.
There you
That's
go.
right. That's
I
right.
love that. Make them work for it.
Yeah.
And,
You worked.
You know, I think you said something very important, Sharon, when you said, where's the value?
Right.
You know, because if you're just, and it seems like she's dating a lot, right? I don't know how old she is. We don't know the backstory. We don't know if she has kids. But the thing is, why put yourself out there like that?
Right.
Okay, you want to be married? Fine. But present yourself as a wife and
as
present
marriage
yourself
material.
as marriage material.
She just has to do something different than what she used
It-
to do.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Present yourself as wife material. My wife always says, every woman isn't a wife.
That's true.
But do you think that you can make a hoe into a housewife? I do.
Oh my God, that was one of my things. You know what? You can, and you have to tell them how. But you can't. You can make them into it, but you can't be just one and just think. You have to really. It's like, what's your position? What's your goal? And where are you? Where are you? Because when a hoe is a hoe, she's a
I'm from
hoe.
South Park, Houston, and
When a
we
hoe-
was always told you can't. So,
But the thing is, when a hoe is a hoe, it's a decision.
change in your
Right,
mindset.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I was
But
going to
their
say.
mindset-
You didn't let me finish my
And-
answer.
And saying it's a change of mindset, that's got to be a change of mindset for him.
Exactly. But for
You know,
her to change
he's
from
got
a
to
hoe
have
to a
some
housewife,
whole lot of
she's
trust
got to
and
be a
faith.
willing vessel. And that is her deciding and making the decision.
Right.
Because when you make a decision to be a hoe, it's a decision.
Right.
And so when you make a decision to be a housewife, that's a decision also.
Same
and
thing
so
with
it's
the man, though.
I don't think I want a housewife, though.
You know,
it wasn't about you. I'm sorry. What were you saying, sis?
I think that even with men who are out there hoeing, I think that they can change too.
Absolutely.
If you want to.
Like we said before, and this is a hashtag. I know I've been giving you a lot. This one, don't play with this one. Don't sleep it. Hashtag, you don't know what you don't know. And that's
Right.
the truth. And so it's about awareness. And so that's what these discussions are for. That's what Love and Black is for. I didn't mean to diss my husband. Like
Yes, you
that.
did.
No, I didn't. But this is but no, but what I was trying to convey is, and like you said, men and women alike.
Yes.
It's a decision. It's a decision to make a
But
change.
we're not alike.
No, I said men and women alike.
No.
when it took into
I
the
know,
hoe.
I know
Right.
that, but I'm
But I
saying,
said-
but we're not alike.
No, we're not at all.
So-
And thank God for that. But it's the thing is that it's making a change, and it's a decision to want something different. I won't say something better because that doesn't always work out for everybody. But what your better is, you're destined for it when you change up. Seriously.
Yes.
And I tell I tell a lot of women on our shows, on our radio show, TV show, whatever. I tell a lot of women, if you're being pursued by a man, make sure he exhibits the fruits of the Spirit of God. Because if he doesn't have those qualities, you don't want him.
Right.
So that's the advice that I would give.
I love that.
Yeah. And for the young lady, I mean, choose you. One of the things that sounds like
Yes.
she's very loving and she wants to nurture a mother. And I think she thinks that by loving
get that
that
out.
way that she will get what she,
Yeah.
her just deserves.
I
or
think
what it
she
is
has
said.
some daddy issues. I
She
think
has some issues.
yeah.
She does, but it's it's okay to love yourself first, because you can't love anybody unless you love yourself first. And loving yourself first, putting yourself first, and just knowing who you are, that's attractive in itself. Let it come to you, and then be selective. Be selective, because everything that comes to you isn't for you.
Right. I actually had a doctor,
okay.
a doctor client who was a hoe, right? I mean, she was so good in everything else, but she was just a hoe. And I said to her, you're a real bitch, you know, and just those words changed her whole life. And I didn't mean...
How did she receive that? I know
she
you said
actually said
life,
she
but...
cried when we got off the call, and she called her best friend, and I didn't even realize I called her a bitch. She said, but she did the inner work. And what I told her was karma's going to come back and get you. And now she's in a healthy relationship.
Good.
He's very loving and kind, and she really began to love herself and walking in her power.
Amen.
You know, and sometimes it's just those words, even though they might be controversial, because everyone doesn't coach like me.
Sure.
You know, but I tell people I'm not the triage nurse. I'm the surgeon. Yeah. So I'm going to go in there, I'm going to cut you all up, I'm going to sew you, and I'm going to say, go on your way.
So she has to do some prep work before she gets to
right. You know, so maybe someone softer, or you have to have thick skin, because I don't have time to BS you and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. You've come to me for results. So results you're going to get, but you can't be like, oh, baby, get up.
Amen.
You know, you sound
pick
like
up your bed and walk.
You sound like our professor.
Okay.
You know,
because she's like, tell it like it is.
Right.
You know, girl, don't come in here with that.
Well, you know, and speaking of telling it like it is, okay, so when we first met, so check this out, you guys. I know we're like totally switching. When we first met, we did a Zoom, and she said to me, what was the first thing you said?
I said, your nails are rich bitch nails. And I was, yeah, like.
And so even when we greeted, when we saw each other, and it's just like, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. But I was going to ask you, you know, in our questions today, let's tell me about the rich bitch theory. Tell us, because she does have something, and I'm excited about it.
Well, I have a lipstick line that's launching called Rich Bitch Luxe. And it's about walking in your own wealthy power.
Speak up. I'm sorry. Say that again, please.
It's about walking in your wealthy power. So wealth isn't all about money, but it's a consciousness.
Do tell.
You know, it's spiritual.
Yes.
It's
it
physical.
Is.
Yes.
It's emotional. It's financial. So it's being all of that and walking in your wealthy place. And I said, everyone wants it, but everyone can't afford it.
See? And that, you know what? That goes in line with Love and Black. You've tuned into Love and Black tonight. Love and Black is having your love in the positive, just like your finances. You don't want it in the red, you want it in the black. And that's just what this is. And all of us are wearing black this evening, and it wasn't even black. On one accord, iron sharpens iron. We're all,
that's right. Hey, we enjoy having you guys here tonight.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You must come back.
Thank you.
You must come back.
Thank you.
So
yes, ma'am.
Tell our audience where they can get your books, where they can hear you speak, everything you got going on.
She's got something coming this spring, too.
Yeah, everything is Sharon K. Griffin, CheronKGriffin. And I'm having a virtual book tour with 134 Reasons.
Right on time.
So we're just super excited. This is my rider right here. Like, I know he's quiet, but he's my everything from behind the scenes.
There's such a power on you, Camille.
I actually
such
just come and I lay
power.
my head on his shoulders.
It's all place to fall.
He allows me to be who I am. And he's
we allow each other to be.
Right. We do.
Yeah. He's got a cool power though, you guys. He was, you know, we were on stage and he's drinking his water and I was like, you need anything? Like, I'm good. He was just cool. He's cool. I tell you, that snowball in the summertime. Absolutely.
So that's Sharon K. Griffin, but like I said, this is my everything right here.
Amen.
He is.
Amen. All right. Well, we definitely enjoyed having you guys.
Thank you.
Definitely want to see you guys back, you know, after your book tour. Maybe we can do something else.
She's definitely coming. Yeah.
All right.
We're going to have outtakes with you all too. Like,
Exactly.
We'd love to. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Hey guys, remember, if you want to be a guest on our show, or even if you just want us to read your letter and respond to it, all you got to do is send us an email to loveinblack1@gmail.com, and we'll be glad to have you guys. So as we always say, love you with the love of Christ, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, don't forget to check us out at the after party. Yes, we'll be checking you out. We've got that. What is that thing we're gonna do?
Clubhouse.
We're gonna do Clubhouse tonight. So yeah, check us out. Okay.
Those of you that are on Clubhouse, actually, we haven't created our room yet, but you'll see it. We'll announce it.
We'll let you know. We'll send out an announcement. Okay. Have a wonderful weekend. Make love, not war. Love y'all. See you later. Bye.
Hey, butterflies. This is your girl, Sharon K. Griffin, a.k.a. Madam Butterfly. I am here with my husband, Honey Bunny, and we are on the set of Love in Black with Tory and Teri.